Top male athletes from the more renowned high schools are more difficult to coach. That's according to Maurice Wilson, Jamaica's head coach of the recent IAAF World Championships in Doha, Qatar. As Jordan Fort reports, his statement comes amidst the criticism of the nation's male sprinters at recent major championships.
A statement made by renowned track and field coach Stephen Francis about the mental capacity of the nation's male sprinters sparked wide discussion recently. This after the country had no medalist in the 100 or 200 meters on the men's side at the World Championships for the first time since 2005. And head coach of Jamaica's team at the recent World Championships, Maurice Wilson, says some of the issues are psychological.
2 seasons ago, I had a young man, his first year out of high school, ran 147 for the 800. And I said, this is a man to break this 30-year-old record that has been there. And the gentleman told me this season that, boy, him can't bother. That's it.
Wilson also says that social factors play a role in how hard some of the male athletes are willing to work.
The male athletes that attend the traditional high school, where there's great rivalry, where they have the support of individuals that will give them everything, they become spoiled. And so when I am very fortunate to have 1 and 2, they do not fit well in my institution.
Calabar High has produced some of the more prominent male sprinters in recent times, having won 7 straight ISA Boys Champs titles between 2012 and 2018. Omar Hawes, who has been an assistant at Calabar for a number of years, was asked whether his athletes adopted a get-rich-quick mentality.
The management is very, very key. When we can manage a youngster at age 13 to say 17 or 18, when he becomes that manly figure at 18, 19, and has X amount of money, and there's nobody to guide him to say, all right, try this, invest in this, make sure that this is covered, whatever it is, then they lose the way.
Coach Wilson also says the J3As can do more in facilitating stronger competition for some of the nation's male athletes to help them improve.
I think it is possible for the J3s maybe to target somewhere that is at a reasonable cost for maybe about 15 to 20 persons and give them that opportunity over a 3 weeks period to train, to use it as a base and to train there and then to move on to different meets in order to be very competitive for the major meet, which would be the Olympics.
In the meantime, J3A's president Dr. Warren Blake also weighed in on the discussion, saying he's not worried about the nation's current decline in men's sprinting, but is encouraged by the nation's improvement in other events.
You cannot pluck a sprinter out of the air. You have to have raw talent, and then you build on that talent to get them to excel. And raw talent doesn't come along every single year. And when you get them at high school, there's no guarantee that that person wants to continue sprinting and make a career of it. Or those who do want to continue, that they will transition and make the jump from good junior athletes to good senior athletes.
Coaches Wilson, Hawes and Dr. Warren Blake were speaking recently on Hits 92 FM's Sports Grill. Jordan Fort, TVJ.
Thanks, Jordan. Meanwhile, former UTEC Sports Director Anthony Davis says he disagrees with the idea that the country's promising young male sprinters may have to head overseas in order to succeed at the highest level. Davis, who is now a sports administration consultant, was responding to recent comments from top local coaches Stephen Francis and Maurice Wilson, suggesting that going overseas might be the answer to the recent struggles of the nation's young male sprinters.
Firm view, I want to put this on the table, I'm of the firm view that our best talent out of high school should remain in Jamaica. 2 things. One, we have colleges here with an elite system. And as much as Stephen and Wilson spoke about people going abroad, they, along with Glenn Mills, and to a lesser extent the people at MICO, have contributed significantly to our medal haul.